Hello guys, welcome back to Mama Boy's channel. My name is Helen. Today we are going to do bread, a homemade soft white bread, and we'll keep doing this as time goes by. Be my guest. So first I'll introduce my ingredient. I'll be using all-purpose flour. Here I'll be using all-purpose flour. I have some bits of liquid oil, I have water, I have sugar, I have instant yeast, I have salt and some milk. That is what we'll be using. So we'll go straight to start. We'll need 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. 2.5 cups. Make sure it's level, don't overfill it, since it might tamper with the recipe. 2.5 cups, just on the level. These cups you can get them at any baking and accessory shop, and then they're quite affordable. So you cannot say they are very expensive. So we'll do that. We'll add 1.1/8 of the yeast. You put your yeast in an airtight container so that it doesn't get air. This is 1 teaspoon. I'll do 2/4 since I don't have an 1/8 one. After the yeast, we add a teaspoon of sugar. Then we add just a pinch of salt. You can say half a teaspoon of salt. So I'll add half a cup of water. And then I will do a little bit of mixing. That's done. We'll add half a cup of milk, warm milk, lukewarm, not very hot, not very cold. And now here's where the real work is. You have to knead this. When you're using your hands, you have to go around 10 minutes. But when you have a hand mixer, you can, it gives maybe around 5 minutes at most, will be done. But I will use my hands. My hands are clean. We also need to check on the hygiene. So after 2 minutes of kneading, we need to add just a teaspoon of oil, liquid oil. This will help with the stickiness of the dough. And then you continue kneading for the next around 8 more minutes. The oil helps the dough not to stick on the hands, and for easy kneading. Don't add flour, don't add anything if it's so soft. Just continue kneading. Now I can transfer my dough to a surface where I can be able to did with ease, and to be able to stretch it can get enough air. Can aerate it. We continue kneading for some minutes. You don't have to go to the supermarket every now and then, especially with this corona. This will not cost you. Next time when we've already done this, we are going to see how we can add like taste to the bread. We can add margarine. Instead of using water, we can do with just milk to make it a milk bread, not just a white bread, white milky bread. We're going to grease another tin. See, grease our tin. Where we're going to cover this dough inside here for about an hour, around 1 hour, for it to rise. This is called proofing. So we cover this. I will use a cloth. You should cover this with a cling film. I will use a kitchen cloth for now and put it in a dark corner. And let's revisit after 1 hour. So this is after 1 hour. We already have our dough. You all can see how it's risen. See, it's well risen. It's supposed to be like this. Now we are going to knead it for some more, for just maybe like 3 minutes. We knead it kidogo. Just to make sure everything is perfectly okay. I'm going to roll out this so that we make a shape that can fit inside the tin. This is our tin. We're going to use this tin. This is around 400 grams or so. To roll this, make sure, since our tin is not very big, you make sure you're bringing it together a little bit, so that you kind of fold it in. Something like that. Something like that. Now we're going to pinch so that we seal this off. Going to pinch. Going to pinch so that it doesn't have loose ends. Okay. With that, I'm going to grease my tin. So that the bread does not hold on the ends. Grease your tin nicely. I'll take my dough, put it inside and try to balance it well. See? And then I will grease it up a little. So with this, I'm going to cover this again for around 30 minutes, put it in a dark corner, and give it time to rise a little before we put it into the oven. So I'm going to cover this again with my tablecloth. So after 30 minutes of proofing, have our dough. Remember how we put it, you see? It's now proven. So we'll put it in the oven. We'll bake at 180 degrees for around 30 to 40 minutes. So this will depend with your oven. Mine has a fan, so I'll give it around 45 to 50 minutes. So we'll put it in the oven As we said, you'll bake it for, I'll bake for 40 to 50 minutes until it's brown. The oven is already hot, so I'll reset the timer. Let me put at 60 minutes at 180 degrees. So let's give it time and see the end results. Oh boy, this is nice. Look at this. Oh god. Okay, the crust is really hard, really, but it has to be this way for the next 2 hours as it cools. This is our bread, so I'll just put this here to cool, and tomorrow morning, wow, so that is the bread. So this is the under part, yes, but hatuwezi kata, we can't cut it, so we'll just have to wait until tomorrow. I will brush it on with some oil to help it in softening, and tomorrow morning we'll see. So people, yeah, that's the bread. We're going to cut inside and see how it looks like. Unfortunately, I don't know who took up my bread knife. Just got lost, mysterious in the house. It would have done a better job. I'm working on getting a bread slicer, but meanwhile we'll just work with what. So I want to show you how it looks in the inside. Just look at this. So I want to repeat just a little part because I think the video got so blurred, it darkened. So these are the end products. This is our bread, well cooked inside actually.